I would probably guarantee that over 50% of businesses don't grow or even fail due to the following two reasons that we're going to be discussing in separate videos, because I believe you can go at length in each of these topics that I'm about to tell you in a second. Sometimes business owners and people in general, but we'll focus on business owners in this video, fail to recognize the need, the most important need in business, and it is to seek the knowledge that will make you successful at your craft. Therefore, most people fail to recognize the importance in the following two categories, which without both of this together, you will never win big in business. The first one is to build a team, and not just any team, but the dream team. And the second one is to market your product like a pro. Now, today we're going to be discussing the first one, and please comment below if you want me to address the second one in a separate video. Stay tuned. My name is Andrew PZ. I'm an investor and entrepreneur out of Las Vegas, and I want to welcome you to the AP Show, where we'll be focusing on how to build a great life around health, wealth, love, and happiness, which I believe are all needed in order for you to build a great life overall and not just in one specific area. As usual, I have two things to ask from you. The first one, if you appreciate content like this, where I give you all the information that took me years and thousands of dollars to gather, please hit the like button so that YouTube can push this content out to more people, and so more people can come on this journey with us. The second thing is, please subscribe to the channel so that you never miss the videos that I drop every single Monday that are full of great info, such as this one. Like I've said before, all I need and all I want is for you to tell me that this information is being helpful, because all I want is to give back all the knowledge that I have been able to accumulate over the years. There's no course, there's no clickbait, there's nothing behind here. It's just me talking to a camera right now and just telling you all the things that I wish I was told. I will start by giving you the main reason, but as always, I don't want to just give it to you so that you can feel and realize all the things that you're doing wrong, but rather I want to give it to you so that you realize all the things that you could be doing differently so that you can take your life and your business to the next level. So I always want to give you an executable plan by the end of each video and not just a reason on what you're doing wrong. In business, it's really important that before you start working towards a solution, you identify the real problem. So let's jump right into it. The main reason why people don't know how to build a team, or they're scared to do so, is because of three things. The first one, they don't know when the right moment is to go hire somebody. The second one is they don't know how to go out there and hire the right people. And the third one is they don't know what position they're looking for when they're hiring somebody. Now, it's going to depend on what stage of your journey you're in, and it's going to vary depending on whether you're a startup company or an established company. Because when you're a startup company, you're always going to find yourself in the dilemma of, do I hire somebody and don't make any money because now I have to pay them and I'm going to reinvest everything back into the business? Or do I do everything by myself because I can't afford to pay someone because they want to take money home at the end of the year? And that in and of itself can be a separate discussion. But I feel like you should have already answered that question to yourself even before you open your business. You should have gone into it knowing already whether you were going to have the hungriness and the willingness to sacrifice not making anything for the sake of growing the business because you were financially ready, or if you're going to be needing to take $80,000 or $100,000 every year because you didn't prepare financially to open a business from scratch. The reason why I brought that up is because that's going to dictate a ton on whether we want to scale a team very quickly or not. But today I'm going to focus and assume that you prepared financially, and that when you opened the business, you knew that 100% of the income that was going to be generated was going to be reinvested back into the business. Now, here's the deal. By being in that category, which means that you have 100% of the income coming in to play with, which again is the ideal scenario, now we can jump straight into the first question, which is how to know when the right time is to hire your first employee or your next employee. And then we're going to go into the second question, then the third, and so on. The easiest answer I can give you to question number one is you need to hire your first or next employee as soon as you can afford them. It might seem really obvious. I'm gonna break this down into two things because most people are going to think, of course, but many people, I can't tell you how many businesses, go and hire a bunch of people that they can't even afford because they don't know their numbers and they fail because of that. So know your numbers. As obvious as it sounds, know your numbers. Part number two to answer question number one is as soon as you can start to afford to hire other people, start hiring people to start replacing what you were doing previously, and always do it from the bottom and up. Now, let me give you, as always, my own example. At first, when I opened my insurance company, I was doing it all. I was cleaning the office, I was filing paperwork, I was running payroll, I was making appointments, I was selling the policy, and on and on and on. The first person that I hired to replace what I was doing was the person that was going to now clean my office. Then from there, I hired somebody to file paperwork and do all the clerical work in the office. Then from there, I hired a customer service team that was going to be in charge of all the customer service stuff, answering the phone, and making sure that we retained our customers and that all of our customers were really happy. Then I moved on to the most important tasks, such as HR, running payroll, and then eventually, and only after a couple years, I started hiring all the people that were going to be bringing the business at the sales portion of my team. So when you think about it, I hired everybody to replace the positions that I was initially doing up until the point that the office didn't need me for anything. There was already somebody cleaning the office, somebody running the payroll, somebody making the appointments, keeping the customers happy, answering the phones, making the sales, and eventually you start hiring and hiring to replace all the skills that you previously needed and found only in yourself. Now, let me answer the question number two, which is what positions should I hire for? Here's the advice with this question. Here's what I always tell all the business owners that ask me this question. Always have, if you're starting a business, always hire for the positions that you want to either scale or just have more of. For example, if you're a sales organization like my insurance company, which by the way, if you need any type of insurance in Nevada, Arizona, Utah, or California, call my team at 702-830-4987 and let us serve your insurance needs. Now, going back to the initial point, always hire more salespeople if you have a sales organization. Here's the thing with that. Prior to that, make sure that as discussed on step number one, you have all the other people in place before you go on and hire too many salespeople without having the ones that will retain your customers, answer your phones, make your appointments, clean your office. Don't go to step number two without having fully executed step number one. The other example to answer that question would be an established company that already has a dream team put together for the day-to-day operation. At that point, if you're an established company that already has all the sales team, all the customer service, all the cleaning people, everybody is in place, then you should be hiring all your C-suite executives so that you can move from an operator to an actual business owner and detach yourself from the day-to-day operations. And now finally, we go into the third question, which is how to find and build a great dream team. Now, for this one, it's too extensive for me to go into it in this video alone. So if you want me to explain to you how to build a dream team, how to find good people, how to develop them, how to keep them, and all that, please comment below. I will happily do a video on its own and explain to you how we have been able to achieve such a great team in a short time. With all of that being said, I want to thank you for watching this video all the way until the end. I will have another favor to ask from you. Go follow me on Instagram and DM me on Instagram with any questions that you have so that I can directly answer it to you. I want to help you grow your business. I want to help you have a better life. And let's communicate through Instagram so that you can DM me with any questions or any situations that you may want my help on. As always, take care, everybody.